Believe Nation. Hold on, let me put this here. Ask your questions. Believe Nation. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday is my project day. So on project day, I focus on one big project that I want to work on every day. So today I've been working on my YouTube Growth Bootcamp, helping people who are building their YouTube channels up. And I'm going live. This is my break to be here with you guys. Looking for a friend of mine to bring in. You're gonna love this guy. You probably already know him. If you don't know him, your mind's about to get blown. So let's see where he is. I see Bo in the house. Welcome a Bo board, Bo. We're gonna be doing heavy. I'm gonna tee this one up. I'm gonna share some personal stories and then get to some of your questions as well, because I know you're gonna want to hear from this man. We'll just wait for him to pop in. Anyway, Kind Conrad in the house. Welcome aboard. How to record in a noisy home? Go in your closet. Bring in a light and go in your closet. Super easy. Bo in the house. I love it. JC here. Welcome. Welcome, JC. Jasper in the house. Hey, I was just talking about you earlier today. Was excited to see what your YouTube growth was doing. How you were growing, how you were applying it, because I saw some of your recent thumbnails. Like, hey, let's go. Let's see. All right, here I see him in the house. Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in. Hold on. There we go. Send request. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. You're in for a special treat. Connecting. And there he is.
Hey.
The Iceman Wim Hof in the house.
Yes.
How you doing?
Great. Just great. Love it.
Winter
is coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter. Huh?
Winter is coming. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Winter is coming, and I love it.
So I met you 3 years ago when you came to Toronto and did spent the day with you and did the recording and all that. And I'm gonna show you something that happened. I'm gonna actually take you to my bathroom for a second here. Let me show you. Right next to my shower. Right next to my shower. There it is.
Hey!
There you are.
On, man.
So when I go in my shower in the morning, this is what I see as a reminder. And the quote, I guess the quote's backwards, but it says, "If we always choose comfort, we will never learn the deepest capabilities of our mind or bodies." Wim Hof.
There we are. Yeah.
It's that reminder. It's that reminder to stay consistent. So, you know what? It's been amazing watching your journey over the past couple of years, because when I first heard of you, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, you seemed to be like this crazy guy doing this crazy thing that wasn't feasible or wasn't possible. That can't be real. And then over the past,
crazy, even.
No, you're still crazy. He's still crazy, but it's more real now in terms of all of the scientific studies you've done and all the interviews you've done and all of the mainstream media attention that you've got. Like, it's really starting to hit public awareness that,
wow,
sure you're crazy, but the ideas aren't crazy. Like, the ideas are actually sane, right? It's like the most sane thing you could be doing.
Yeah, man. They are cold as ice. My
So-
ideas, they got through the speculation. They got through the comfort zone kind of behavior. They got through the bullshit and the nonsense, bringing back sense. You know, I'm crazy about my wife and my life, and everybody should do so. You be crazy about life and feel it like love. Love is a sense that you don't think, you feel. That crazy you should love life. And that's the way I feel crazy. I am bloody crazy about life. Bloody crazy about this conversation.
I love it, man. Tell me about the journey when you first started this and nobody believed in you and people said this doesn't work and it's only for you and it can't apply to everybody, and it was hard to pick up the traction. Like, what kept you going through all that to get to where you are right now?
That's belief. That's pure belief. Believe in the good. Believe that I'm able, as a single person, to change my mind within a society that thinks that what is happening, that is normal. That the system that is sodomizing the planet, polluting the planet, the way they do, becoming insensitive, that is normal. I was single-handed, single person, very lonely, but very convinced. My belief made me different. And see what now is happening. I am helping millions of people with depression, with autoimmune diseases, with performance, with anything. Why? Because I stuck with belief in myself. And once you believe within yourself, you will always find the light. You will always find something stronger than the mediocre beliefs of this world. And this is what I teach now to the people, and it is simple. And it is proven by the science that it works, that belief works. Now belief, let me talk about belief. When I was the last study in Michigan, Detroit, I made cold water coming to my skin in a brain scanner, and then showing just by the power of my belief, of my thought, to make the cold water, my skin temperature not going down. That is our real connection of the power of our mind. But that is not the way we are schooled. We are schooled to fit in a system that is not really good for us. What is good for us is to have a power of thought to become happy, strong, and healthy. That is the love every mother would be able to guarantee for her kid, her son, and her daughter. Then this world becomes a happy, strong, and healthy place. And this power of the mind is now proven through the science. So it began with a crazy idea. I don't know what it is, but I will never fit in a society that thinks that it is normal to have wars, cruelty to animals, insensitivity to each other, pollution, sodomizing the planet, exploiting, etc. All those values, that is normal. I think it is sick. I think we have to bring sanity back to the people, to every person, accessible, and the way we are, to the deeper potential of ours, the way Mother Nature meant us to be. That's why we talk here right now, to give testimonial that it is through the science and through the belief of one person. See what you can do. I can heal millions of people now, more than any doctor. Why? Because I believed. And believing is going back to the core inside of ourselves, given by nature. And everybody is able to do that. And that's what I show through the scientific community, evidence-based proof, that everybody is able to tap into the systems with the conscious will, deeper than was stated in all the medical books. The autonomic nervous system, immune system, endocrine system, lymphatic system, cardiovascular, all the mindset, the mental disorders, we can now tap in and learn to regulate our mood and to learn to bring down inflammation, especially now with the COVID-19, the fear, the anxiety, the inflammation, and we cannot do anything. That is what they make us believe. Get back to your own belief. Get back to the breath. We have shown in 2014 how to bring down inflammation effectively with a group of people. That is the real new science. And they should applicate it, bring it to the people. It's understanding of Mother Nature's capability gifted in us. We bring that to the people. And for that, I thank you, Even.
I love it. I love it. Always energetic. I love it. Listen, you talked about the education system. If you could take over, say we had Wim Hof Day, 1 day per year was Wim Hof Day, and every, 13-year-old in the world would have you as their teacher for the day, you could touch everybody, what would happen on Wim Hof Day? What would you have these kids do?
I would make everybody say, feeling is understanding. I want everybody to feel, to have a breathing session all together through the internet, all over the world, and to touch deeply into the adrenal axis activation that makes us resetting to the way nature meant it to be. And that is of deep joy, deep peace, and deep power, all at the same time. That is one. Then we would share it so everybody can recognize it, that it is natural, that it is a natural feeling. That is one thing. Then the other one would be on that day, the Wim Hof Day, name it, my name, doesn't matter the name. It's about happiness, strength, and health. It's about everybody going into or the cold shower for 5 minutes, and or going into the ice bath, and then wait for all the reactions and see and share, because that is the understanding, is feeling. And then we share, and then we get back to our senses the way nature meant it to be in control over joy, over an overwhelming energy flowing through us, like as we were when we were in love. Then this overwhelming sense of love coming. You are driven. You don't need to know what is love. You don't need to ask, is this good, yes or no? What should I do with it? Do I do this for the future? Shall I go and do this now? No, you fly. That's the way I want to make people feel. And then they understand the joy of life is every day there for anybody. And we found the techniques, to the openers, the keys to get in. And I want to teach people not the history, mathematics, and language of the school and more of that bullshit. No, I want to give them happiness, strength, and health, and to have an unforgettable experience about it, to never forget it anymore.
I love it. Well, Wim, I know you love doing AMAs. I've seen some of them happening on Reddit. So let's get some questions, guys. If you have a question for Wim, pop it down in the chat below and let's see how many we can get through to bring some value. Yogi Nella's asking,
can we do the cold shower? Starting with warm water, then switch it to cold. Thank you. Yes, I like hot showers, man. I like hot showers. Not warm showers, hot showers. And then cold shower. It's like a thermal shock. And I love it. It's like shock therapy to myself. I don't like half, little. Give me the full jolt, full bolt of lightning to me. And I do it. And right now, I got made here in my backyard. I piled up rocks, big rocks, like 100 tons. And that the highest point is 3 meters 60, almost 4 meters. And from there, I'm able to jump into the ice, the cold water. I love it. I recommend everybody to do this after he has trained to go into cold showers. So begin with warm and hot shower, then take it on to 30 seconds, then 45 seconds, 1 minute, etc. Go into 2-3 minutes. When you reach 2-3 minutes, the vascular system is so well conditioned. Again, you are able to go into natural bodies of water in winter time. And then, you know, the power of going into cold water is that our bodies adapt. They adapt from the inside. So when the cold comes, it is painful. But very soon, the adaptive power inside makes our body from the inside so strong that the strength, the impact from the outside suddenly is not there. It is met. And then you have peace and power. And that peace and power you exercise through regular going into the ice bath is when the immune system is heightened. The endocrine system is heightened. And it all gets within your psychological control. the will. And the will is a signal of neurotransmitters. Suddenly it is able to connect with the heightened physiology through the exercising in the cold. Then the inner power is there, at will, controlled. Then depression has no chance. Then inflammation has no chance. How simple is it? This is love. This is love, and we bring it together, me and even to you. As a platform, I thank you for bringing me on.
I love it. One of the things that helped me at the beginning, because it can sound scary to be in a cold shower for 3 minutes. You had this great printout. I don't know if you still have it on your website, but it's this printout that you said, put on your shower. And I think the first is 15 seconds, and you just have to put an X. And so in your head, it's okay, it's only 15 seconds. You can do anything for 15 seconds. And so you have to do like 4 or 5 days of 15 seconds, and then it goes to 30 seconds. And that kind of baby step helped me eat it a little bit easier. So it's like, okay, it's not that hard. I may not end up going crazy 3 minutes, but it's a good starting point to get in. And I think if you haven't done the Wim Hof method, you haven't done the cold showers, if you're hearing him for the first time here today, try it. Like 15, you could do anything for 15 seconds. Just get in, have your warm shower, and then at the end, just go cold for 15 seconds. Do you still have that PDF, like download sheet on your website?
Oh yeah, no, we have developed an app now, and it is for free. We want everybody to be able to access to all the goods we found, to all scientifically endorsed best ways, which are most accessible and most strong to do, most effective. So there is a free app. Go to the free app, and then you will be gradually led into all the practice you want, all the depth. And we go further than science thought possible. And it's all coming now to you. You just take it on. First baby step becomes an adult step very soon. Within 10, 15 days, your cardiovascular system will make your stress go away and your energy go up, and way down the stress, because you are in control. That it is.
And the app is called, I think, Wim Hof Method, and the logo is your 3 symbols, right? Yeah. Perfect. I love it. Okay, let's get
very clear, very clear. And many people, 150,000 people, who cured of their ailments and of anything. You can ask all the questions. It's really miraculous, because life is a miracle. And I came to life experience because when I was 12, I was a seeker. At that moment, I pledged myself, I'm going to do something about this world. I don't know how, I don't know what, I'm going to do it. And the 12-year-old are very strong, because they are very simple and pure. And then when they hit something, they go to the heart. And then it comes to the mind. And then they begin to think. And then they stumble upon real things to really connect and tranquilize what they have begun. And I found it in the water. In the water, the mind was stupefied, saying, this is it. Not in words, in feeling. And then I did this for 25 years. Then I came across the newspaper, television. They began to challenge me. I did 26 of world records. And then the scientists came in, and they saw me doing things not possible according to scientific literature. And then I said, but you are the Iceman. They said, that is not normal, but only you can do it. I say, no. Here you make a mistake. Everybody is able to do it. And so is you, because it's about love. It's about love for nature, for Mother Nature. And Mother Nature equipped us to be in harmony with nature, to be strong, to be happy, to be vibrant, to be light, beings of light, not of dark, to be beings of light, not heavy, to fly. Like when you are in love, you fly. You are light, because that's your hormonal system. And that hormonal system, through the exercise in the cold and the breathing exercises, then the hormonal system comes within your control. Then you become light and you fly like you are in love. This time, in love with life.
Now you've got a new book out too, The Wim Hof Method. People can go to Amazon, pick it up, check out your website. What's covered in the book? What can people expect?
In the book, there is the whole story. Like, I'm a simple guy, yet I'm changing the world. So can you. By being simple, to have access and connection with your deeper self, to be in love with life. That is who you really are. That is the way you bless everything and everybody you encounter. Every moment, every step is a dance. Every word is a song. And it's poetry. It's all coming from you, just from being. You don't need to think about it. Just be it. Be in love of life from now on. Every day when you wake up, you got a new opportunity to rise to the best, to rise more than thoughts, to transcend thoughts and be in love. And if you don't know how to do it, get into the book. Then you see a person lost in this society, beginning in the dark, in the valley, and then climbing up through all the hardships of life, all the depressions, or little money, the children, the suffering, the death of his wife, of the love of his life, coming back like a phoenix, big. And now I'm here to tell you, we have changed science. I did all the records. I got the guts because I went into the gut. The gut who was saying, you can do it. That gut brings guts. And with that, you will be able to defy any fear, any blockage, any inhibition, any problem. You get to your goals. And the goal is love.
I love it. Well, the book is called The Wim Hof Method. We'll link that up on the YouTube description below for those who are watching the replay. Let's take a couple more questions from you guys. You got something for Wim? Pop it down below. How many times a day do you do your breathing technique?
Like now. This is deep breathing. What I do is between the conversations, I bring in more oxygen than normal to feed the deep tissue to become alkaline. And when it becomes alkaline, then it becomes very good, a good condition of the biochemical, condition for the neurotransmitters, the nervous system to be there, to do what I want. Because my nervous system is in my will. My conscious will is ruling through my system. Right now, I want to be very clear. I want to be on the top of wisdom coming from nature. I have been in nature. I want to translate it. I want to take away your doubt in any way created by a wrong biochemistry inside, just by the word, by my belief, by being here, my presence. That's who I am. How many times? You learn to feel deep breathing. Remember, deep breathing is able to change the biochemistry inside, deeper than ever thought possible. We have shown this in the university. We have shown this in blood proof. We have shown this by being injected with a bacteria and have no problems with it, because we are in control over our immune system and the life force itself. How? Conscious deep breathing. Besides of that, if you want to go in the morning on empty stomach, very deep into your lymphatic system, which is the storage of garbage, of acidity of the body. If you want to go into that, then you follow the protocols for our breathing exercises, all evidence-based in the university, to go deeper than thought possible in science. And it's cleaning the lymphatic system. It's cleaning the garbage storage of your body. And then afterwards you feel light. You feel great. And you will be able to be in command with your will, which was a signal in control. You are the captain of your soul. the captain on your own ship. You can sail the waters anywhere you want. It's beautiful. So, as much as you need breathing, remember, you are the captain of your soul, the captain on your own ship to sail all the waters of life. And if you don't feel that, breathe. And as I very eloquently say, breathe, motherfucker.
I think too, like having reminders that you put around your house. This is why I love the PDF so much, is because every time I go for a shower there, I stuck it on my shower. So it's a reminder, oh yeah, today I have to have the shower, right? So I've even done, like I was just looking over here, I've set up these little stickers. So there's a little sticker here on my door. This is my bathroom door. So this is my reminder to breathe.
Aha.
So every time I go to the bathroom, I'm hit with that reminder, breathe.
Very
right?
practical.
And we've got a sign on our door as we leave the house that says breathe too. So it's just setting up little reminders. At some point it becomes, like I've done that so many times that now it's automatic. But at the beginning, I think you need to train yourself because you don't have those habits built in. So having little things, we need to have some Wim Hof stickers. I want to put a Wim Hof sticker up on my door. So every time I go in the door, you remember, breathe, breathe, breathe.
That is too much honor, but I love it, of course. And anywhere where I can help, man, Ivan, and all the listeners and all the viewers, we will change the world together. We got that, huh? And if we need to be reminded of that, we will remind you. We are doing the science, we keep on. We not just have belief, we have control over our deeper potential, more than was thought possible in science. We are ahead of science. This world needs change. We are the change. We are the new windows. Look into it and we bring it on. And now we do this side by side. Boom.
I love it.
Next, pregnant, can they do Wim Hof method? No deep breathing. You can do conscious breathing. That is very good to alkalize your blood, which comes and goes to the womb, goes to the fetus, will feed the child with enriched alkalized blood. Very good. And then the cold shower, amazing. Amazing for people who are pregnant. Cold shower is amazing. It contracts and opens the vascular system. Ultimately, then the blood flow goes better through the system. Heart rate goes down, so stress goes down. And the energy will reach the cells better. With energy, I mean nutrients, vitamins, and oxygen will reach the cells better. That means not only of the mother, but also the fetus. And that means that the stress also there on cell biological level also goes down. That means actually it will spike up in being okay. And then the stress goes down. It's amazing.
And I know you're big on proving all of this too. It's not just ideas, but you like having it backed up by research and data and science.
Yes.
What are some of the new things that you're working on right now, scientific studies or things that have just come out that you're really happy about or proud of?
Yes, just today came out a new study out of the University of San Francisco, University of California, San Francisco. Department DNA and with the best top researchers right now. It's done with Dr. Elissa Epel, with the co-author with the Nobel Prize winner on the DNA, on the telomere effect. She is doing right now a big study with us on this method on 140 women who are doing the Wim Hof method, and they don't know that they are doing it and that they did it, but that doesn't matter. It's about the effect, not about the name. We always say in the Netherlands, doesn't matter the label. If the wine is good, it doesn't need a label. So here we are doing a study on the DNA and the telomeres and the heat shock proteins. That's the cell's protection. So for inflammation not to get into the cell. So we are doing that revolutionary. It's going to be revolutionary. December, we got the results with San Francisco. That's one, the DNA study. Then another study we're doing on depression. Very effective, how to bring depression down. That what causes depression is inflammation. We bring it down. And thus, depression does not emerge. We will show that in the studies. Another study is in Detroit, in the Wayne State University. We are doing a study on bipolar state of mind and how to bring it down through the method. Another study is done, 4 studies here in the Netherlands with the University of Radboud on inflammation in various types of inflammation. And it shows spectacular results on how to bring down inflammation before thought impossible. And now it's possible. So we, in 2014, we did a study and we shattered the foundations of science back then, showing that we can beat inflammation with natural methods. Inflammation by natural methods. And now the same study has been done bigger and they got the same results and even more. So all this is coming out very soon. And then we got more foundation. I want more studies to be done. I love people to be critical because that will polish the diamond of the truth. And the truth is, we are having, all of us, a greater potential inside. And now we have found the keys. And we only want to give and hand over the key to you to open up to your greater potential and feel happy, strong, and healthy. Everybody in the world. Especially now.
How many studies do you think you've done?
I don't know, myself, between 10 and 20, about. And yes, investigations, experiments, research I've done. And every time the outcomes are outside of what was written in books to be possible as humans to do. So we have to go on with this. We have found the keys, but we have to open up more and find our happiness, strength, and health in our control, unconditionally. And this is what I want. I want studies. Why? There is so much more than what I found. And I'm trying to tell this to everybody. It's not about me. It's not about the Iceman. It's about being wise, man.
I like it. I just think people can easily get caught up in the energy that you're putting up and not realize that there's a lot of science behind it and that you care deeply about the science and the data and the studies and are always pushing more to get more researchers on board and more universities and more peer-reviewed medical journals to look at this.
I do.
Is there a place?
Absolutely.
Is there a place for all the research? Like, do you have a place on your website where all the studies that you've done are there that people can dive in?
Most of the studies are being published and on the website and very clearly there. And so it's all transparent, and there is a big community, about 150 to 200,000 people talking to each other, how they cured, what are the benefits, like no nonsense, like a no nonsense hospital. We don't need doctors, we need to heal. And we heal all together. We heal each other. We bring a wisdom from nature to each other through common sense. Because what happens in the pharmaceutical industry, what happens in the hospitals, it doesn't make sense. We make sense. We are people. We have to bring back the common sense, the wisdom of nature into common sense again. And then we get confidence. And that confidence, nobody is able to shatter. We become strong like rocks, everybody. And everybody else will see it, that you are strong. Then they come to you when they are confused or when they are depressed, when they don't feel good, when they don't see the purpose of life. They come to you because they feel it, because it makes sense. And then you just radiate, you talk with the person, you give them confidence that love has arrived, the love for the life, the craziness, a feeling that is stronger than confusion. There we are.
I love it. Someone's asking, is ice bath better in the morning or evening? Does it matter?
I do it several times a day, and I just follow my feeling. So in the morning, it's good after the breathing. My phone fell.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah, it's all an awkward installation here, but we do. I always do my best. This is what I got. Just before this, I had cool. What was it? Cool cast or something. And before that, I had a different interview, and it was in different places. So I'm doing this with my phone right now. But the message is clear. When I do my ice baths, anytime when you do it, you are going to the deepest of yourself. Remember that. It doesn't matter if you can do it before you sleep because you are anxious with thoughts and stress hormone, cortisol, worries. If you go into the ice bath, that is the only time that you cannot think. It will relieve you. It will break the cycle, break the loop. And then you come to your sense. You become strong and you sleep like a rose. Then in the morning, it will invigorate you for the rest of the day. And it always brings peace. In the evening, in the morning, it does not matter. It's always transcending our thoughts, our worries, our daily life, a way of thinking. And that is just great because we are great.
I love it. Okay, someone's asking, is it possible to teach the children or could it be dangerous?
No, the children will feel it for themselves. My child, when he was 1 year old, and he wants to come in now. He is now 3 years old. My oldest is 37. My youngest is 3 years old. Hey man, I'm alive. I can tell you. The thing is, when he was 1 year old, every morning he stood in front of the door, waiting in the morning, going barefoot on the frozen lawn. Every morning, when he was 1 year. Now he's 3 years. He begins to think. Now he says, no, puppy, there, lift me up, lift me up. But still, he is very capable of going outside in the cold. I let him do it by himself. When I'm sitting in the ice bath, sometimes he comes to me and he's playing with the ice water. It's no problem. And then he goes in by himself. I'm not forcing it. It's like when a little zebra is born, within 30 minutes, it's able to run with the mother. To go into the dangers of life, you need to run. The mammalian principle of a dad doing that makes the little child mimic. And they got the power to do so. And then when they do so, when they go into this on the frozen lawn and all these things, by themselves, nothing happens. My little child ate chicken shit when he was young. They ate everything that is testing the immune system. I let it be. It was like horrible almost. Chicken shit, man. A couple of times I saw it. Man, it is the best for the gut bacteria. I tell you.
Okay.
Nature knows. Nature knows. So they mimic. There's no problem. Don't force them. They mimic. If you love it, they want to follow the love.
Someone's asking, are you planning to do another face-to-face guided training in the future?
Sure, and there are lots of them. Lots of them. And I'm planning now a 12 months sort of, my son told me. And I said, yeah, here you got the content. I will bring people to the deepest of their physiology within 12 months, deeper than any book is able to show. But my things don't come from books. My things come from nature. And it is yet to come into books. The latest book I wrote is about my life, but also very good links and techniques that really makes a big difference in daily life if you just follow it. And then the insights on the autonomic level, on the atomic level, on the level of the DNA of our ancestry. the purpose. It's all in there. And so my teachings are every day different because I teach every day different, because I learn every day different. I progress more. It's not only that we are ahead of science, we want now to bring that what is ahead of science now to the most broad kind of audience of the world. And how to do that is every time try, link, do podcasts. And I'm infatigable in doing that until I find that the message is crossed over. I will keep on. We are born to be happy, strong, and healthy. And as in the US, they say with the Route 66, we are born to be wild.
Having gone through your Toronto event, it's definitely worth it. One, to learn from you, obviously, and have somebody in front, but also the community. Like, everybody who shows up are just the most warm, amazing, awesome, crazy people. But it's a great vibe. And it's often hard to find. A lot of people, if you're talking about doing cold showers and breath work, people think you're nuts. Well, here are a bunch of other people who are just as nuts as you, and it's this great community that you bring together at the events. So that was a super fun experiment. Talk about COVID quickly. How big a deal do you think this is? I know you've done a whole bunch of experiments with injecting yourself with different illnesses.
Here comes one.
Yeah.
COVID-19 is based on inflammation. The damaging factor of COVID-19 is inflammation. The coronavirus creates inflammation. That is the damaging factor of the coronavirus. Now, the question is, okay, we know that. We know that the inflammation markers of COVID-19 is interleukin number 1, number 6, number 8, and number 11. Those are the damaging factors in the so-called cytokine storm. That is the damaging factor to the lungs inside. And it begins with coughing, begins some kinds of symptoms. It begins.
He's back.
The question is, can we bring the damaging factor of COVID-19 when it starts? Can we bring it willfully down, suppress the inflammatory markers, the damaging factor, the cytokine storm? And all the doctors listening, you know what I'm talking about. But I made it simple. And now, in 2014, they injected all of us with E. coli bacteria, which is also causing the same inflammation markers, the same damaging factor. And we brought it all down as the first ones in medical history. A whole group of people. First, there were thousands of people who could not do that. They all became controlled, 3 to 6 hours sick. And then suddenly 12 people I trained in a retreat, like you have been. In that way, in 4 days, I brought them, and then I trained them, and then we brought them to the hospital to take the injection, where thousands of people became sick. All the 100% score did not become sick. And then they looked inside the blood, what happened. Through the breathing techniques, they had suppressed effectively within 15 minutes the inflammation, the inflammatory markers. So what I tell now as big, what is big is that what is locking down all the world, and I challenge any doctor and professor, because we did a study already, and you can compare it. I tell them there's no need for COVID to exist. Because when it happens, you can do breathing exercises and bring down effectively the inflammation. They should get into that. This is not just a bold expression, exclamation of me. This is coming from Richard Dada and being published in the best of papers of the world. The proceedings of proceedings of the Academy of Sciences in America and Nature. I've done that. It began with me, with one person, drop out from school, flabbergasting scientific understanding of what we are capable of. And then I said, no, it's not only me, it's everybody. But you got to do it. Just look it up. And in the end, you don't need to look it up, just do it. Because feeling is understanding. And that is big. Every day. Every day, that belief is now able to touch bottom inside. Our psychology is able now to go over our physiology. This is the new study, the latest study I showed. Psychology over physiology. Brain over body. Interoception. Through thinking, cold water does not make your skin temperature, while being exposed to cold water, your skin temperature does not go down because you think it not to be. That is through your signaling of your conscious will, entering into the stress mechanisms, making yourself strong from the inside, just by the signal, you are the commander. Then it happens, a sequence of biochemical processes, and your body becomes stronger, and the cold is not able to make the temperature of your skin going down. And that is the control of the stress mechanisms. That is the new science, and that is big. And we should every day remember that we actually have much bigger potential inside of us, at least to become happy, strong, and healthy, because we want so, and because it is time. And that is every morning. So don't forget, anybody of you, to rise not to happiness, strength, and health. And if it is not there, take the cold shower. And remember, get this connection of your will with your body. Because it is, you have to learn to own your own mind. Not the way we are schooled, because this is done. It's obsolete. CTRL, all delete. That is the system of before. The kings and the presidents and everybody is all bullshit. What we are here for is to bring happiness, strength, and health to everybody in the world. We don't need kings. We don't need nobody. We need nature, Mother Nature. We need to be happy, strong, and healthy, all of us, through the science shown. So it's all there. Wake up to that, and you will bless everybody and yourself.
We're getting asked a lot of questions about food and diet. What you eat, does it matter for the breath work or the shower? What's your recommendations on diet?
On diet, don't eat too much. Eat when you feel you are hungry. When the appetite makes your eyes big. When your body becomes, because it's a very good feeling to feel that when you are hungry, then you're gonna lust for your food. When you feel that all the enzymes, all the biochemical processes, the metabolic processes inside the body are ready to receive. Not if you go through your mind, but go through the body's feeling of appetite, of deep appetite. What happens when that happens is that you become more alert. You get a neurological revision every day. So don't eat because you have to. Don't eat because you think you need a breakfast and then a lunch, and then a dinner, and then in betweens, because it is normal. It is not normal. You know what's normal? Feeling that you need food, that you understand from the inside. I feel, that's why I need. Then eat with all the lust and make it a party every day.
Any kinds of food, meat, veggies, like, does it matter?
It matters. It matters. We are like omnivores, but very little meat. Very little meat is needed. We need a lot of phyto phytoelements. That means light. Light is more in plants directly stored than in meat. In meat, the greens are already consumed, and they have a lot of photosynthesis. That is light, pure light inside. So meat, reduce meat, because it needs more processing than plants. And plants are able to produce more molecules. They are able to produce more energy, thus, in the body. And it's just better also for the planet. And it's also about cruelty to animals, man. We eat living beings. Why? We are living beings. So take on what is alive. Plants is okay. And animals, they reduce it. But not overindulging into meat. No. It's like you eat yourself. It's not a nice thought. Don't do it. And, you know, we don't no longer live with the cows in the street. It's not wild. It's all because of our thoughts. It's not, you know, this relationship. We pet little calves and then eat them. I'm not a lion, man. I'm a tiger!
I love it. Well, the book is called The Wim Hof Method. Again, on YouTube, we'll link that in the description below to go check it out. Wim, final message from my audience to close this interview up. What do you got?
Hey, man, I love you all. This is about love. You can see that I'm sharing common knowledge, and there is so much more. And I'm doing all the science. And before I go from this planet to a much better place, I will make this planet the most beautiful spot in the whole of the universe. Why? Because love will be brought to this planet. And now we are doing this together. Okay? Wake up every day, do your best, and the best will come. Because that's the way we are built.
I love it. Wim Hof, the book is The Wim Hof Method. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. All the love you're putting out, and can't wait to talk to you soon.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.